Yeah, don't hype me up.
I did it, sorry.
I've been finding it increasingly hard to write jokes lately, and it's because I'm in summer classes. And this semester they got me taking gender and human trafficking. So it's really hard to write funny, little quips about microwaves and shit and studying the darkest parts of humans. But anyway, does anybody notice how their microwave has 2 goddamn many buttons on it? Like, I counted 36 on mine, and I only ever use one, which is the plus 30 seconds button. So, and I'll push that plus 30 seconds button, 10 times. I got 5 minutes. I'm good. So I want to do away with some of them, like the popcorn button. We all know that that's just a scam. Like, popcorn companies convinced the microwave, people to put that on there so that we'll burn popcorn. And, when you burn popcorn in your microwave, it's not just like, oh, I burnt it. It's a 5-day reminder that you can't trust corporations. So, you have a party, everybody comes in, they all have the same joke. It's, am I having a stroke or does everybody smell that, Then I gotta, smile through that shit. And like, no, what's the fucking popcorn button? But baked potato button also, by definition, we're not baking it, so that can get out of there too. The clock on there, that's just a reminder that the power grid could go anytime because it's always just flashing at me. So I want to get rid of that too, that's unsettling for me. All those buttons associated with the clock, they can go. I realize that there's a whole quadrant of buttons on my microwave that I've never seen before. It turns out I have kids' meals on there. And come on, if you're feeding your children and you want to push one button, you can't even think of how many seconds it takes. How many times you would have to push that plus, you can't even think that. That can stay though, that seems pretty helpful actually, that one can stay. But the soften and melt button, that's just what butter does in the microwave. So I think we don't really need a button for that. And there's also reheat and cook. That's just the functions of a microwave. We don't need buttons for that. But yeah, that's my stuff on microwaves. Another thing that I was thinking is, why can't doing evil shit cause cancer? If you bomb a village in a third world country, that you should get fucking brain cancer for that. But as is life, sweet treats and nicotine are the 2 things that give me cancer, and it's the 2 things that are making me, hold on to my sanity. So, that's pretty rough. But Elias, you brought up, I wasn't even going to share this, funny names of people. I played football with a kid, and this is bullying story, kind of. But kid's name was David Rumpel. Okay, we played football with him, so we gave him a lot of shit. And then one day he comes in, and the coach is like, "Man, David, I am disappointed in you. We're gonna have to suspend you for the next game." And we're like, "What did David do?" So we go and get the story, and he's like, "Oh, I got in a fight at school, so I guess I'm gonna have to take the suspension." I thought he was all tough, so we're like, "Oh, don't fuck with Rumpel, okay." And then the next day at the game, he was crying at the beginning of the game. So we go up and we're like, "David, you got in a fight, you understood the suspension, what are you crying for?" And he's just like, "I don't know, I just wanted to play really bad." And then a kid that actually went to school with him comes up and goes, "David, you got in trouble for fighting a girl for Dude." So I never saw David after that. I saw him once smoking cigarettes behind, shopping mall once, and I was like, "No, we ruined that kid's life." So,